Hello, and welcome to Serving on Council. Your role, your commitment, your impact. We want to thank you for your interest in running for council for the Ontario College of Social Workers and Social Service Workers. Being on council provides you with an exciting opportunity to participate in the governance of the social work and social service work professions. Working together, council members set the strategic and policy direction for the college, with a focus on the college's mandate of public protection. In order to run for council, you must watch the entire video and then download the certificate of completion. You will be asked to submit it as part of your application. Thank you again for your interest in running for council. Let's first discuss the eligibility requirements needed to run for council. Do you practice, or for non-practicing registrants, reside in the electoral district where the election is being held? Are you a registrant in good standing? This includes ensuring that your annual renewal fee is paid for the current year, that you do not have any findings of professional misconduct, incompetence, or incapacity in the past 3 years, and that you are not currently the subject of a complaint or investigation. You are not eligible to run for council if in the last 12 months you worked for or were part of the leadership of any union that involves the professions of social work or social service work, worked for or were part of the board or committees of any professional association involving the professions, and this includes Ontario Association of Social Workers and the Ontario Social Service Worker Association, or were an employee of the college. If you are a member of a union or professional association, you can still run for council. Let's take some time to learn a bit more about the college. The Ontario College of Social Workers and Social Service Workers is the provincial regulator for the social work and social service work professions. The college is accountable to the Ministry of Children, Community and Social Services. Its governing legislation, the Social Work and Social Service Work Act, sets out the role and powers of the college, including the responsibilities of council. The college's primary duty is to serve and protect the public. The college is not an advocacy group for the professions and does not advance the interests or enhance the status of the professions. This is a very important distinction. The role of a provincial regulator should not be confused with the role of a professional association. The college fulfills its mandate to serve and protect the public by setting entry to practice requirements to ensure that only those with specific educational qualifications are eligible for registration, setting, maintaining, and ensuring that all registrants follow the Code of Ethics and Standards of Practice, maintaining a public register of all registered social workers and registered social service workers in Ontario, requiring registrants to engage in ongoing learning through the Continuing Competence Program, also known as the CCP, and maintaining rigorous complaints and discipline processes. Now, let's talk about the roles and responsibilities of the College Council. There are many aspects to the role of a council member, and as a potential candidate for council, we want to be sure that you're well informed about the time commitment, effort, and skills that are required. Council is the 21-member governing body and board of directors that manages and administers the college's affairs. Council is composed of 7 elected social workers, 7 elected social service workers, and 7 public appointees who are not college registrants and are appointed by the Ontario government. The role of the council members appointed by the government is to bring the public perspective to council discussions. Elected or professional members are there to bring their practice experience and expertise, not to advance the interests of their profession or their district. Council's primary role is policy development. The policies developed by council provide direction to the college and to staff. These policies serve and protect the public interest while promoting high standards of practice for the social work and social service work professions. Council members must follow the college's Code of Conduct, which sets out the professional and ethical standards of conduct for council members. The Code of Conduct also addresses principles of confidentiality, conflict of interest, communication obligations, collegial responsibility, and personal conduct. All prospective candidates for election to council should be aware of these important principles. One of the most important obligations of council members is confidentiality. Council members must follow the confidentiality obligations that are set out in the college's governing legislation and cannot disclose information that the college considers to be confidential. Training on what is and is not considered confidential is provided to all council members when they begin their term. Another important obligation for council members is to avoid conflicts of interest. A conflict of interest happens when someone has a personal interest that could influence or could seem to influence how they do their job. In the context of council members, a conflict of interest could involve having a financial interest. You or a family member or business partner could gain or lose money based on a decision made by council. Having obligations to another organization. You or a family member hold a position at another organization, and your duties could be affected by a decision made by council, or having a professional or personal relationship. A decision made by council could benefit or harm a family member, close friend, or a work colleague. The Code of Conduct covers other important principles that council members must learn and follow. If you're successful in becoming a council member, you will be provided information and training on other obligations, including procedural fairness, complying with relevant laws, acting objectively, and fostering a collegial work environment. As a council member, your role will require you to participate in governing and managing the affairs of the college. You will participate in setting policy and use the public protection lens in discussions and decision-making to regulate the professions of social work and social service work. Each year, there are 4 to 5 council meetings held at the college's office in Toronto. Council members are expected to prepare in advance for these meetings and, if possible, attend these meetings in person. Council members are also required to participate in at least 2 committees. Generally, they meet virtually 3 to 4 times per year, but they can meet more on an ad hoc basis as required. For more information on the types of committees and their duties, visit the college's website. The time commitment for meeting attendance is approximately 25 days per year, including council meetings, committee meetings, hearings, and preparation time. The term of office is 3 years. A council member can serve for more than 1 term if they are re-elected. Council members can serve up to a maximum of 3 terms. We recommend that you speak to your employer before you run for election. While the role of a council member is not a full-time position, it does require your commitment to attend council and committee meetings, which take place during traditional business hours. Depending on the nature of your work, your employer could be impacted by your absence. Council members are reimbursed in recognition of time spent preparing for and conducting business on behalf of the college. This includes all reasonable costs associated with travel to and from meetings. If elected to council, you will be provided with training to be successful in the role. This includes an orientation session that is held prior to your first council meeting in September, a mentor for your first year as a new council member, and ongoing council education sessions and professional development opportunities. We hope this video has provided you with a thorough understanding of the important role of the college, the responsibilities of council members, and the requirements necessary to stand for election. Serving as a council member can be an opportunity for personal and professional development. Your next step is to download the certificate of completion. You'll be asked to submit it as part of your application. the application can be accessed through the online portal. We look forward to receiving your application, and we thank you for your interest in supporting the college in serving and protecting the public.